Hey y'all. I hope you can hear me well because I was actually in the grocery store and this is my first time grocery shopping in a long time, and I'm just going to be doing it for like the next month or so. After that, I'm done with this grocery shopping shit because it reminded me why I don't even like grocery shopping. People are dumb as hell. I can't be around this many dumb people in one space. I swear to God. Like, I don't know how people like became adults and cannot move around with small shopping carts. It makes me like want to like kill myself, honestly. So like that's why I just order my groceries or order my food. So I'm just going to be doing this for like the next month or so. But what I wanted to talk about today is something I was really thinking about while I was grocery shopping that I want you guys to go into the new year with. Or, if you don't go into the new year with this mindset, prepare to be losing again. A lot of you guys, not a lot of you guys, but a lot of women, we are raised to or socialized to be losers, honestly. Like, there's so much weak shit that I'm scrolling through on my timelines, and it's just disappointing to me because it's like we all have a fresh start, not only every year, but every day. Every day, that's why I wake up excited. Like Sunflower told y'all, I be listening to trap music every day. Every day I wake up excited because every day is a new start for me. Every day I know I'm going to come up with some legendary shit. But every day, some women really choose to wake up and decide that some man is going to determine how good they feel about themselves. And this is not just on this is not even on an interpersonal level. This is just on a general level. Like, they're going to tweet about men, talk about men, mull over men, maybe text the ex, wait for an ex to text them back, watch 1,000 terror videos about their ex texting back. Like, it's all loser shit. It's all loser shit. And it's like so many women are so used to being this way and thinking like losers about themselves and about their own lives that they just call it being a woman. I feel very womanly. And this is why I feel very womanly, and I feel very, I don't know. I just feel like a full woman, but I don't feel like any of that requires me like mulling over men or obsessing over men at any point of my life, because a lot of these niggas are literally worth $0 and 0 cents, maybe even in the negatives. And I'm talking about even the millionaires too, because they don't even have it like they say they have it. So, I just really be like, scrolling, and I want what I want for my followers, for people that actually choose to follow my message and are not just here to just see what other people are talking about or whatever like that. People that actually come here to learn, come here to better themselves, come here to better their lives, because a lot of people, they're not here for that. I don't know what they're here for. They're just here to read dating advice that they're not going to use every day. So I don't know, but for the people that do want their lives to be better and everything, I want you guys to expand on your womanhood with me. Because I feel like my womanhood and my personhood in general is so expansive, and this is why people think I'm so quote unquote different. But in reality, I just don't base all of my womanhood on male existence. Like, a lot of people use my dating advice and they're surprised when my dating advice doesn't just improve their dating lives, but it improves how they approach all of their life, because they assume like dating advice is supposed to only help you, I guess, become a pick-me for men. I don't know what they expected, but I know it's all encompassing because I'm an all-encompassing person, like even in all of my general advice that I post to social media. So I know that's coming from a place, though, that people go into my dating advice or go into reading my dating advice because they want to essentially learn how to navigate the world as a smart pick-me for a man. Small dummy goals, very small dummy goals. And then some people get upset when my advice doesn't work for that, because it's not for that. It's not for that. It's for women and femmes and trans women and non-binary people who want to live an expansive existence, not just learn how to shuck and jive as a pick-me, who's smarter or whatever with men. It's not for that. That's why my results are different. That's why the types of people that come to me are different. And that's why it's long-term success, because it requires expansive personhood, not just womanhood, but expansive personhood to be successful and continuously be successful. Like, I'm talking about in your life, in your dating life, meeting new people, blowing up on all levels. A lot of people's goals is just to have some millionaire, use my advice to have some millionaire DM them on Instagram, and that shit is so sad. It's so fucking sad. I'll tell you why it's sad. Because these people that you guys think are millionaires on Instagram, they're millionaires in American dollars. American dollars are barely shit, okay? When you go over to London, somebody that's worth $1 million is only worth about 800,000. When you go over to France, and when you go over to France, I think France and Germany, I'm not sure, but I think France only 500,000. Something that you can honestly make for yourself. All it takes is a few of the right moves. But I really want more people that follow me who actually come here to change their lives and follow the advice so they can live an expansive existence, is to stop living your life as a loser. Seriously, stop it. All of this, I have this guy who has no net worth and literally in debt, and I base so much of my self-worth in him that him not calling me and not texting me drove me into a spiraling depression and caused me all this trauma, and I'm just recovering from it because he was everything to me, even though he had nothing to give me. It wasn't even a nice person to me. Honestly, stop living like a loser. Stop thinking that these guys who you find on Instagram and Twitter are like the reason for you living. That's why you're going into these spiraling depressions over Johnny who shits in his drawers from Vermont and shit. Like, nobody gives a fuck about him but you, sweetie. Nobody else is going to go in a spiraling depression over him, because we all know he shits his drawers and can't afford to pay his own rent. Okay, so stop living your life as a loser. And I'm not going to ever normalize mulling over men or my media, because I feel like that's a part of women being raised as being socialized to think of themselves as losers. Just like I talked about it on Twitter. With the whole sex thing and virginity thing. And this is why I make fun of it, for real. So many people base a lot of their personality, and trust me, I see you, on being virgins. Okay? Because they think that it will make them more valuable and first to be picked if they can tell men that they've never been touched before. First of all, nobody cares about that. Men literally sleep with sex workers who have sex video in front of them. Get over yourselves. Number one. Number two, that whole thing that believing that sharing your body with somebody is some great determining factor, and not just sex, not just a physical act that you consented to with another human being, is literally the reason why you're basing so much value in it. And you believe that it's really going to change your life and make this person and you and that person combine souls and all that shit. Let me tell you something. Male virgins are not taught that. They're just virgins by chance. They're not taught that, okay? Women are socialized as losers to believe that, to base all of these things and this worth and these very worthless things, these very worthless people. Like, because male virgins, they don't think that shit. They just happen to be virgins because they just didn't have sex yet, or they just haven't finessed the woman into having sex with them, or thinking they were sexy enough to like unzipping their pants. That's it. But female virgins that I've come across, because I work with quite a few of you, you guys have these whole things behind it, and the thing is, you're about to invest all of this stuff in what's basically just consensual physical act. There's no souls that combine. There's nothing that happens with God afterwards. This is all stuff that women are socialized to believe, just like people taught the slaves. Just like people taught slaves. They are still socializing women. People are still socializing women the same way. And that's why so many of you believe that sex is just such a big determining factor or reason why you should go back to somebody, tolerate somebody's bullshit that isn't worth anything, or it's a reason to miss somebody, when you can do that same choke and stroke with the next Johnny that you meet. Honestly, realize that we have been constantly and we consistently conditioned to think like losers, and break that shit, because sex does not mean anything, and it's not a determining factor for you inviting some nice guy back. It's not a reason for you to be sad and crying every night because you missed it. It's just a physical act. That's it. It's just a physical act. It's not some reason for you to go into depression because you don't have access to from this one worthless ass man. It's not a reason to stay with your ex for multiple years, not even months, but years with y'all. It's not a reason to do that. But women, we are socialized to believe that that's womanly. That's what we do because we're nurturers and we want to share and empower. And all of that stuff is bullshit. It's trash. It doesn't get you anywhere but wasted time. Wasted time and giving all of your time and energy to men who are losers. That's literally it. That's literally it. And I want more people to go into the new year. More people. Oh yeah, soul ties. You guys are right. Another, like, all of that stuff is only promoted towards women because it's all like socializing us to think and be like losers. Like, just live like losers. Even like people wanting to use my dating advice, like I said, to get with a millionaire on Instagram. Those guys are literally worth nothing in other countries. Nothing. Even your favorite rappers, they're worth nothing. Okay, so all of the stuff that you're believing that they're talking about, all of that stuff is just fluff. Okay, they're speaking things into existence just like you are. They don't have it. Okay, they ain't got the money that you think you're going to get out of them. Okay, while you thinking you want a Chanel bag out of them or a new car or something. Trust me, even other rich women have a problem with that because they don't really have that money. Okay, they don't have it. Watch their interviews about how they be rapping all this shit, but really don't even have half of the shit that they're talking about. So, yeah, soul ties. Soul ties is another one. All of this stuff, even tarot readings, they know men aren't watching those because they know a lot of straight men are not socialized to believe that they have to go through tarot to find out about you. They know they can just text you. They know, and they know you're going to answer. And that's another thing. I don't need to contact a tarot reader about some guys that I'm with, because if I have to contact a tarot reader who's across a screen in another unnamed state or country about some guy that I'm with or I'm sleeping with, then I would know that I hit rock bottom. So that's what you guys need to start realizing. If you have to contact tarot readers and shit about guys that you're sleeping with in your own cities, states, and countries and shit, and trying to figure out which card is him speaking through the cards and shit, then you don't have him, sweetie, and just drop it and move on to the next one. Seriously, because I don't have to contact no fucking tarot reader who don't know me from Sam's Hell to ask about some guy I'm fucking with. That's dead. That's dead, boo. That's dead. So if you gotta do that, it's dead. For real. Real talk. Like, it's dead. So yeah, I want people to stop living as losers in a new year, because you guys have the potential to do so much. And it really really, really made me angry yesterday how many messages I got about people who had bought my book, which is giving you ABC 1, 2, 3 step by step of how to like turn your life around, be successful in the new year. And the first thing they say is, yeah, sis, I'ma manifest this. What the fuck are you talking about? You got the directional guide. Nobody out there got a directional guide like that that's going to break it down for you, okay? Like, you have the directional guide, so you going to tell me you going to read that whole directional guide, then turn around and wish for it and hope it just flies, hope success just flies past you in the next 50 years or something? You just hope like it lands on your shoulder like a butterfly or something when you have the directional guide to do exactly what you need to do to be successful in the next few months. That's what you're going to manifest that when you have the directions right in front of you. That's loser stuff. That's loser stuff. And you know where that comes from? Believing that being ambitious is also not womanly. Not wanting to out-earn the men around you. Not wanting to do better than the people around you. That's where that comes from too, all that manifestation shit. I already know. Because you guys be hanging out with losers too, that's not doing shit for themselves too. And you don't want to have to leave them behind. But that's what it's going to have to require. That's what it's going to require. Because I sat there and wrote all that shit. You going to sit here and tell me you going to manifest something? Like, no. No. You're not manifesting anything. That's a directional guide for you to be successful in multiple areas of your life. So you got to think about that. And honestly, like I said, that comes from a place of not wanting to out-earn the men that you're talking to. That comes from a place of not wanting to out-earn your friends. Y'all laughing, but I'm so serious. I sat there and wrote all that shit. Y'all messaging me talking about some manifesting something. Oh no, y'all gonna follow that guide. I did not sit there and write that joint. And late at night when I was supposed to be writing for myself, and for y'all to sit here and talk about you gonna wish for the success. Oh no. You are gonna follow that guide and you are gonna be successful because it's already done. It's already put out there. So you need to follow it, and I need to be hearing about some updates of success, because I sat there and I wrote that shit, and I ain't sit there and write it for you to be wishing on success. No, that's the key to success. You better follow that shit. For real. Like, I'm not playing. Same thing with the navigation guide. Same thing. Ain't no manifestation. Those are directional guides. Following step by step. Okay? You need to follow that shit so that you can be successful. Like, you gonna sit there and buy the guides and then tell me you gonna wish for success. What the fuck did I write it for? What did I write it for? So, yeah, but you guys need to realize when the stuff that you're consuming and the reasons why you're going about things the way that you're going about it is because we really are, as women, as femmes, as people, as non-men, socialized to approach everything as losers. Manifestation. I almost did like this. Manifestation. Manifesting stuff that's actually very easily attainable. Because you don't want to be ambitious, because we're taught being ambitious is unladylike. We're taught being entrepreneurs is unladylike. We're taught being serious is unladylike or not feminine. Also, not wanting to out-earn your friends, or also wanting to play the back to a man. A lot of you guys aren't going out getting it because you're afraid that you're going to out-earn your crush, and you want to play the back to him. You want to play the back to Johnny, who talking greasy it to you in his 2009 Honda and making $32,000 a year. You want to play the back to him. You don't want to be out-earning him because you want him to stick around. You want his love and affection. And that is sad right there. That's why a lot of women don't go after their dreams. It's simply not wanting to out-earn the man that they like or love. Like, mainly because I don't even think that's love. That you can't love somebody or know what love is if you're scared to go after your dreams because of them. So yeah, that's that. But not being successful, not going after your dream, manifestation, going after tarot cards to fucking think your ex or this guy you talking to, Choke and Stroke Johnny, going to speak to you through some general reading, speak to you through the cards, when in reality, because he not answering your text messages, when in reality, you need to drop that nigga, because there's no reason why you need to be listening to some cards and waiting for some nigga to speak to you through some fucking cards. Like, that shit is sane. Like, it's sane, first of all. Or like he's worth you obsessing like that. Or basing all of your emotions and your trauma and allowing these guys to literally take you there to a point of spiraling out of control where you don't understand your own trauma, where you don't understand your own self, and you go and you give your life away. You give months or even years of your life away to being depressed over some guy that rejected you. Do you understand how low that is? But that's something that women commonly do. And people say, oh yeah, girl, that's cool. It's cool, that's good. Oh, that's normal. It's not normal for us to be doing that. These guys don't matter. They don't mean anything. There's no reason why you should be giving months, even weeks, or years away because a guy rejected you. That's years of your life that's gone. Nobody's going to get that back from you. Nobody's going to get that back. And it's not normal, it's not acceptable, and I'm not going to normalize it. Especially when there's so many other things that you could be doing with your time. And it's so much greater that you could have in your life, you know? It's so much greater that you can have in your life. So no, I'm not going to normalize you giving your years or months or even weeks away of your life, of your own life, to being depressed over a guy that won't text you or won't call you or won't have sex with you because he having sex with somebody else. You're giving years of your life away. You're dying. Giving it just in like purgatory over rejection over some guy that probably don't even make $75,000 a year. It's not cool. And I'm not going to normalize it. I'm never going to be understanding of it. You know? So I don't want to I didn't want to keep you guys here long, but yeah, I wanted to really talk to y'all about it. Talk to y'all and have a real talk with you guys. I dub losers immediately. That's amazing. Yep, women are being scammed for these lame ideologies. Exactly. Socialized losers. Yep. So I really wanted to talk to you guys about that because, you know, we're going into a new decade and I'm so tired of seeing women like literally give whole chunks of their years away to crying over men. Some random man who didn't text you or didn't call you or not having sex with you no more because he with some other girl, giving her, you know, making her have UTIs or something, or chasing after men when you could really be in a bag next year. Like, you could really, really be in your bag next year. Like, it's so crazy, and I want the same, like, extreme turn up that I had from a guy. He didn't even, he stood me up, but technically he wanted to come later, but I just didn't accept it. I told him, nah, don't come. I'm good, baby. Don't come. Actually, I got somebody waiting for me at the station on the other side where I'm from. So after that was the last time he fucking seen me. And look at me now. I'm too rich to talk to him. He knows that. So isn't you know, you guys could literally do the same thing for yourselves, but you can't do it if you still living life like a loser. You know, you can't do it if you still giving chunks of your year away to normalizing being upset over a guy not calling you or not texting you or not chasing you or not having sex with you. Can't do it if you still watching 1,000 terrorist videos thinking your man is going to speak to you through some fucking cards because he's not texting you. You think he's please contact the terrorist witch on YouTube to let her know I'm trying to be with her. My heart is just blocked right now. Like, he's not doing that, sis. Let it go. He's not doing it. He's not doing it. He's not doing it. It's not happening. Okay? He's just not answering because he knows you're going to subtweet him. He's just at home on his 4th day of not showering. in the same drawers. Okay, he's not. You don't stop contacting tarot readers about that dumb shit. Okay, so stop thinking your man's talking to you through random tarot readers cards. They don't give a fuck about you for real. They trying to get subscribers so they can cash out on YouTube. They don't care about you. That's why most of them don't even take personal readings. They just do generals. Like, yeah, y'all go ahead and believe that dumb shit. Yeah, this was your man, the king. This was your king with his what is the swords? The ace of swords, the truth. And his truth was that what do they be saying? He was the Four of Pentacles. He was working on something with the Queen of Wands, because I think that's the side chick or whatever. And it didn't work out. So now he's trying to come back to you, the Queen of Pentacles. Or what y'all be calling yourselves, the Empress? Oh man, this shit is just so insane. And people really be walking around like this every day. Like, it's people in this shopping center like this right now that be believing that shit. That shit is so, it like freaks me out sometimes. It's like so crazy. So y'all need to stop, for real, and stop living like losers. Stop thinking that it's okay to give most of your week, even most of your week, most of your month, or even most of your year away to behind some random man and their rejection. Seriously, because they don't matter. The government don't even give a fuck about them. The government will sell that nigga for a bag of chips and some fucking pop rocks, okay? So I don't know why you giving away your life for him. Nobody cares about him but you, sis. Nobody's giving away parts of their year and shit but you. So stop allowing everything around you to socialize you as losers, you know, or treat you as losers. Because these men, they're not doing the same thing, you know. They're not doing the same thing. They really not. They know y'all over here crying and subtweeting them, and the government will sell them for a fifth of Henny and a ring pop. And you done gave away 6 months of your life crying over him. Imagine. Okay? Okay, they will. The mentality is just being socialized as a woman, being socialized as being feminine. That's what the mentality is. Thank you, guys. The government really don't, okay? Yes, sacrifice him to the Illuminati. You probably won't even get a bag no more. He probably worth $14.15 or something. So yeah, you don't know. You don't know. But just stop giving away your life to that. Stop giving away your parts of your year to that. Because I'm telling you, these guys, they're just moving on. But even with them aside, your life is more valuable, way more valuable than and your time is way more valuable than spending it crying over some guy who did not text you back. You have to believe that yourself. And you have to stop stopping yourself. You have to stop stopping yourself, because that's what you guys are doing with that manifestation shit, is you're giving yourself a reason to procrastinate. It's not going to just happen for you, sis. It's not. You got to make it happen. And you can make it happen. You just got to stop thinking of yourself as a loser. You know, you got to stop thinking, yeah, he belonged to the streets. So, yeah, man, send him, man, yeah, tell Takashi you got somebody for the 9 Trey Bloods, you know. Just send him, get rid of him. Don't waste more of your year or more of your life being upset about him. Don't do that. Because for what? What you going to get out of it? What are you getting out of that? You know? You got to stop thinking of yourself as losers Because honestly, a lot of stuff that you guys are trying to accomplish is much easier than what you believe it is. But the only hard part is that you're not doing it. You haven't started anything. But that's something that comes along with breaking that conditioning and stop being losers over men, because you don't want to come off as intimidating. You don't want to come off as too different. You want to fit in with your little loser friends who chase after niggas all day and don't get shit done with their life. You want to fit in with your family who don't give a fuck about their lives outside of men. You want your little ex that makes $30,000 a year to text you and think it's okay and want you back. So when you ready to get above that, and when you ready to do better than that, then those things will come to you. But because it don't matter how much manifesting, praying, and talking about it that you do, when you start thinking of yourself as above what you're already doing, because too many of you think that what you're doing right now is the best you could possibly do, and it's not true. But that's something that a loser thinks about themselves. So when you stop thinking about yourself like that, then you can start actually doing stuff. You'll actually see how small the stuff is that you were aiming for before, and how little work it took for you to be successful at it, especially with social media. You know, definitely got to dream bigger. Yeah, believe in yourself, and actually start believing in yourself, because most of you guys, it's not even most of you guys don't even believe in believing in yourself, because that's how low your goal is. It's just like, believe in what? Believe in what greatness you have. That's why you guys believe in following new moon rituals and fucking manifesting shit with astrologers or tarot readers, when you could really just get to work. You really just get to work. I don't need somebody else's powerful nothing to sell me powerful nothing in order to get to where I am. I didn't need anybody to get me anything to get to where I am. I mean, it's all work. It was all stuff that I did and I accomplished. So, thank you, Chadera. So, you guys got to start believing in yourself, because right now, if you think chasing after guys and trying to get them to speak to you through tarot cards, you're hopeless. You're living life like a loser right now. And you gotta stop that. You gotta stop that, for real. You gotta glow up. You got better stuff to do with your time, better stuff to do with your life, better things to accomplish, but you can't accomplish them doing these same things. You probably can't even accomplish them hanging out with those same people. But you know what? This is also, I'm going to end it here. When you do start accomplishing things, you can keep it to yourself. You know how many people follow me that I went to school with, high school with, hair school I worked with and everything, and they didn't know I was this whole Don. And then I just showed up as a dating coach one day. They was just like, whoa, what? Oh my God. They didn't know shit. I didn't tell anybody anything. I didn't tell anybody anything because it's none of their business. So, plus I knew they wasn't on my level, so they still not on my level. So what was the point of me telling them? Because I knew we didn't share the same mindset, and all I wanted to do is respect them for the lifestyle that they wanted for themselves, but I'm going to go another way. And that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. That's all I need to do. That's all you need to do, for real. Put the chicken bones and tarot cards down and get to work. Yes. Yes. I literally just announced that I was starting. That was it. Yeah, though. That's why I wanted to end it there. So, please, you guys, stop normalizing giving your life away, giving parts of your life away, your valuable lives away behind men, and being losers and thinking that's normal and trying to get niggas to speak to you through tarot cards. It's not happening. He's not contacting the reader. through a tarot card. He's not you're Dusty, along with the 74,000 other Dusties that these women are contacting, watching this video about. None of those 74,000 men are contacting that tarot reader to speak through her. None of them. And if you can't just text him and you gotta contact him like you on the other side or something, that's done, baby. That's over. That's dead. Cut that shit off. It cut you off. Just accept it. Just accept it. Move on. You got better stuff to do with your life. Okay? You got better stuff to do with your life. They not contacting these tarot readers. Stop believing that shit. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later though. I just wanted to share that, and I love you guys.